On this International Yoga Day, we're taking the ancient practice to the next level through yoga therapy. This form helps treat pain and relieve symptoms from diseases.
Exhale all the way back again. Good, nice. Downward dog.
Bobby Sherman has been dealing with symptoms of Parkinson's disease more than a decade.
Good. Now gaze forward again. We're going to step forward with the right foot. We're back into a lunge.
Bobby says coming here and working with yoga therapist Nancy March is a real life changer, truly helping restore plus maintain his quality of life.
Parkinson's is such a totally consuming disease because it affects every bit of your body. It's your walking, your gait, your postural stability, your ability to think, and all these things come together in a total body-mind synthesis.
1, 2, 3.
Bobby also relies on non-contact boxing and stem cell treatments to help lower his symptoms.
Exhale, release. Good.
But it's here where he finds peace and a way to quieten his mind and soul. This, combined with proper breathing, helps calm his symptoms from Parkinson's.
Before I ever have him step, I have him look forward, figure out where he's going, and then we step into that space, right?
Nancy has been working with Bobby 5 years.
Bobby and I work a lot on gait. How does he walk? And part of the typical Parkinson's patients is that they begin to round forward and look down at the floor. And when you're walking that way, you're more likely to trip. So we work a lot on, standing tall, having the chest open, using the legs and the hips to walk and not just like swinging the legs forward and back, which you often see.
Nancy typically works with her clients one-on-one. This is different from typical yoga, where everyone is following the same instruction in class.
When you work with a yoga therapist one-on-one, the therapy that you do is dependent on that person in front of you. And it's not just their physical condition that you're working with, but it's the whole person. So when I talk about, wellness, it's your physical body, your mental, emotional, spiritual body. It's the breath, it's also your energy. So your vital energy, that sense when you wake up in the morning that, you're energetic and ready to take on the day.
Nancy says she has witnessed yoga therapy help many conditions.
I've worked a lot with people with back pain, surgical recovery, illness recovery, people with long-term progressive illness, and in that case, we try to mitigate symptoms, and we also try to think of ways to live comfortably with a diagnosis that, is probably not going to become better from a physical sense, but how do we live most vitally with whatever life has given us?
I tried something called Yoga Nidra with Bobby.
Feel the right side of your back soften.
This is a state of consciousness that falls somewhere between being awake to asleep through guided meditation.
There's times where I might have difficulty concentrating, difficulty finding words, and I would go through the Yoga Nidra, and I'd go into complete relaxation. The tremor would stop for the rest of the day, and the brain fog would go away. It's amazing.
Look at the difference. Only 30 minutes earlier, Bobby was dealing with hand tremors. After his session,
the brain fog's gone and the tremor is gone.
So no surprise that this type of yoga is science-based, and many studies show it can alleviate all types of symptoms. Many health insurance companies are taking notice about how yoga therapy is helping patients, so they're starting to cover the cost of yoga therapy. Now, I stayed awake during this session, but felt like I had a power nap afterwards, feeling all fresh and energized. It was a really powerful moment.
It sounds good. I've never heard of yoga therapy.
Yeah, it's really come a long way. It's up and coming, and it's making a difference again for all kinds of medical problems.
Yeah, it sounds like it sure is, for sure.